Nicole Morgan, Director of Development here at the place, and this is episode 3. We're going to talk about Holiday House today, and I am joined today by Sam Henry in his amazing holiday suit. So we went a little bit more festive for you today. So we're going to be talking about Holiday House, but a little bit about the place real fast. If you haven't been with us before, don't know about us, we are a nonprofit celebrating our 50th year. And we serve Forsyth and Dawson County residents with essential services and hope that they become self-sustaining through some of the other programs that we offer. And this one is one of the most amazing programs that we have every year. This is our 11th year that we're going to be putting on Holiday House. So we are going to get into that and just talk about how impactful that is and what a difference we're making here in the community with this program. But first, Sam, I'm going to throw a little controversial question at you. Are you ready?
Yes, I guess.
Do you decorate for Christmas before or after Thanksgiving?
Well, this year it's probably going to be after Thanksgiving because I'm planning on taking a little bit of a trip real quick, and then we'll probably put out our decorations, very quickly after Thanksgiving.
And will you wear this suit for your family Thanksgiving?
No. Our family Thanksgiving is spent in Florida on the beach, so this would not necessarily work well down here. But this is specifically for Holiday House, so it's a very special suit. I represent a very important person on a remote basis, and Santa and his wife have very high standards, I'll say, as far as if we're going to represent them in the field, we need to dress appropriately. So that's what my outfit is all about.
I love it. Yeah. I love it so much. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't heard about Holiday House before, can you give us just a brief overview, and then we'll dive into a few of the different spots a little bit later.
Yeah, sure. Holiday House is a great event that the place has put on, like you said, this is the 11th year. So, I come in on the shoulders of some great individuals that have come up with this idea of really creating a shopping environment and event for parents and guardians that they find themselves in a particular hard place, and so we want to come up alongside of them and give them the opportunity to come and pick out that special, toy or toys for their child. So they get the option to come into the rooms that we set up. We set it up like our idea is like a department store. Yeah. We have children's elementary and girls and infants and teenage rooms. We have a book and a stuffed animal room, and the parents can just move from room to room, and they have volunteers that will help them shop and pick out that special gift.
Yeah. So you mentioned the shopping. What do you think that brings to our clients that get to actually go through and shop for the gifts for their kids?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a different type of concept that they've put together. Instead of a toy or a wrapped gift being given to the parent or the guardian or the parent has the opportunity to pick out that child's gift. They know their children, and Christmas is really all about being able to have that opportunity to create memories and pick out that special something for your child to bring a smile to their face on Christmas morning. So, yeah.
I love it because I always associate it with, like, there's nothing wrong with the angel trees where you have a list and you put down, like, my kid wants a navy or a blue sweatshirt, size medium. Right. It's like, okay, do you want royal? Do you want navy? Do you want to have a truck on it? Do you want it to be Nike? Like, there's so many different aspects, but you're right, like, the parents, they know their kids the best, so it's giving that dignity of going in and really making sure they get exactly what they want for their kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a fun event. Yep, definitely.
So you've been doing this will be your second year?
Well, it's my third year participating in Holiday House, my second year kind of coordinating the beginning to the end of the event. So I've been in it for a few years now.
Yeah. And how many kids do we serve? How many families?
Yeah, well, last year we were able to serve over 950 families, which represents about 2,300 children.
Wow.
And through the community's participation, donating toys and gifts and so forth, we collected over 20,000 gifts yesterday. Not yesterday, but last year.
Wow.
Not yet. We're on our way, though. We're on our way. But last year, and we're able to put on a very wonderful event last year. So we've just started. We've just finished actually our qualification event that went on at Brownsbridge Church over the past October and a couple of days in November. And we are well on the target for about the same level, if not a little bit more this year. So the need is definitely there. And it's great. We've got already a couple of thousand children that are registered. So we're looking forward to a great event in December.
So you mentioned qualifications. Tell us a little bit more about that. What do families have to do to get qualified?
Yeah, so we've been working very closely with the social workers throughout the Forsyth County Public Schools.
Yeah.
They are an integral partner. We're kind of married to them at the hip in so many different programs that we put on here at the place, but especially with Holiday House. And so for a week at Brownsbridge Church, we have a schedule for parents they come and visit us, and we spend some time with them and the social worker to kind of check their situation out, make sure that they qualify for the event. And then after we go through that process with the social workers and so forth, and the volunteers that are there, they then get to sign up for a day to come back in December and a time slot to come and shop for their children. So that's basically what qualifications is all about.
Yeah. So you work with the schools, like the Forsyth County schools. What about people who aren't in the school system or like homeschool?
Well, we work with CASA and the social workers. That's for our homeless community, and so we work through them to be connected in to where those children are at, and if they're enrolled in a Forsyth County school, they will be connected in with us. We also reach out to our client base, so we're serving hundreds of families, every week through food services and other financial support and so forth. So we have connected in with our client base to make sure that we're touching base with them. And we've been promoting throughout the community to, hey, reach out to us and come to the event, and hundreds and hundreds of families came and visited us last week and in October. So we're trying, every way possible to make sure that we're touching base with, families that need support and need help. So
awesome. Yeah. So we've just finished qualifications. So what are we doing now to get ready?
Well, right now we've started. We started actually back in September, reaching out to local businesses and clubs and community groups and churches and schools, and they are all starting to do toy drives. We've got over 200 boxes that have been distributed out to a lot of our partners out there, and they are starting the collections of toys. We've already started to receive some of the toys already, and what's going to start picking up very quickly, and we already had one, is a toy sorting event. Santa's remote workshop is all set up on the corner of Pilgrim Mill and Antioch at the old Jason Taylor Moving and Storage Warehouse, where now the place resides. Our warehouse is there, and Santa has authorized and had me set up a toy sorting factory there. Okay. And we had our first toy sorting event actually 2 weeks ago. We've had our second one. Gaff Manufacturing came out on Wednesdays, and they've helped us process a whole lot of toys, and so that's kind of what's going on. So a lot of toy drives will be happening right now up through Thanksgiving in the first week of December. And then once you start to get past Thanksgiving and everybody's stomachs are full and they're satisfied with showing their gratitude, then they start driving by and dropping off toys. First week of December is just like a line at the warehouse with people dropping off their donations, and so it's wonderful.
Yeah. So with the toy sorting, what does that mean for them? They put them in like elementary age. Do they price or point base them? Yeah.
So I mean, shopping for us, it's not them spending their money. We create a point system and a budget based upon what we have and all that kind of good stuff. But what we're working on right now is we receive the donations just like any warehouse, and our volunteers will come in and they will start to sort the toys by the age group, whether it's an elementary girl, elementary boy, an infant toy, or a teenage girl or boy
Which
toy.
Is middle and high school.
Yeah, it's middle and high school, so a teenager, 13 and up. and we have a room dedicated for them. But that's the first thing they do is they sort them into their age groups. They then start to value them and tag them with their appropriate point value, and then we just start, sorting them into boxes, and we start, just processing those boxes. We line them up, stage them up so that middle of the first week of December, we start to then move all of our supplies into our venue, which we're hosted this year by Coming First United Methodist Church.
Amazing.
They basically give us, I'll call it the bottom of their education building, and we
Yeah.
move in, and they welcome us with open arms, and we turn it into a mall shopping area. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see. I got to experience my first one last year, and just being able to see how many volunteers it takes to put this event on. Plus, that doesn't even count. I mean, that's just the event. That doesn't count qualifications or all the toy sorting. So tell us more about the volunteers.
Yeah, we definitely can't put this event on without our volunteers. So, I mean, it starts in August.
Yeah.
In September. We've got a great committee of volunteers that come together and help put this event on. And then, for the month of November into the first week and a half of December, we're processing 20,000 toys and getting things moved over. So our volunteers there are helping us do all that activity. By the end of the day, we'll have over 300 to 400 volunteers that have touched this process, and that's really exceptionally heartwarming. To see the outpouring not only of the donations that come from this community, but the neighbors that live here that want to have their hands on and be involved in it. So you really start to see your neighbors really coming out and helping with this heavy lift. So
I think that's one thing we've touched on in both of our previous podcasts is just how amazing this community is.
Yeah.
I mean, they really step up every time we have a need, and this being one of our most popular programs for people to volunteer at or donate to is just seen every year.
Yeah, I'm kind of lucky because I'm in running these particular programs. I don't really have to ask for volunteers. They come to me and they start knocking on my door. It's not difficult to ask.
Yeah.
Because I really don't have to. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah. So we've already got all the volunteer spots. So our sponsors get volunteer spots, and then we open it up to the public, which we did on the 3rd of November this year. And at the time of filming this, we have 2 public spots left for volunteers. So we're definitely going to be, you're going to have some help. Helpers.
And I would tell anyone that's trying, just keep checking back. Because you never know when somebody's schedule may change and slots may open up. So just because you didn't see it the first time, come back to our website, and the Holiday House has its own little drop-down menu, and check that volunteer link again. But there's also a lot of opportunities to volunteer before the event as well. That week, 10 days before, is kind of a non-stop toy sorting day and afternoon, and there's just a lot of logistical things that we always need help with. And it's a great time. I mean, a lot of groups and clubs and neighborhoods, they kind of come together and use it as kind of a team building, or just it's almost like a social event, doing the toy sorting or the work, and they have a blast. And I've got a Bluetooth sound speaker that we crank up the music. So
Christmas
music or whatever the volunteers request. So,
okay. Awesome. Yeah. So you've seen the Holiday House now 3 years. What is your favorite part of Holiday House?
My favorite part of Holiday House. Well, whenever I'm talking to volunteers or folks interested in the place, and they ask me to talk about Holiday House, the thing that I think about the most is that I think of our lives are really a combination or a culmination of a lot of stories. I think of my family. I've got 2 boys. They're actually young men at this point, and my wife. And me and my wife, we look back over those events that happened in their lives, in our lives, and that's what creates the story of our life. And the stories of our lives are really our identity. It creates our identity, our sense of place or being, in our community and in our world and stuff like that. So what I like about Holiday House is it helps families that might have a particular challenge at the moment, you know, in their family. I love the idea of being able to come up alongside of them and help them continue to create their family story, and to give them and their children a sense of place, you know, in their friend community, in their schools, and in their family. You know, and I've heard it said before that, you know, for every negative comment or negative thing that somebody says or happens to you, it takes 7 positive comments to kind of soothe or erase the negative, you know. And if we can be a part of, you know, a family that's in stress, you know, replace that potential negative with a positive, I think we're doing a good thing. So I think that's what I definitely like the most about Holiday House.
That's amazing, Sam. I love that. Thank you for sharing. So with that, I mean, you sort of talked about the impact that it has on our clients, our families, our parents, guardians, and their families. What would you say is like the most impactful thing that they get out of Holiday House?
The volunteers or
the volunteers and the families, either one.
Well, you know, the volunteers, I mean, they definitely gain the opportunity of being able to positively help someone rewrite their story, you know? And, you know, if we don't help to provide that opportunity, it can only leave a place for someone to have despair. So it's either help them rewrite a negative and eliminate despair, you know? So it's more than just the giving of toys, but it's, you know, come together as a community to do something bigger, you know, than you could do individually, you know. The families, you know, we see so many, and you know, there's a wonderful video that y'all did last year, and I had the opportunity to interview some of the parents after they were able to do their shopping and so forth, and you know, listening to their stories of how, you know, they're in a particular situation and that they're so appreciative of somebody out there that cares, and cares to the point of really providing an event that's exciting, that's it feels above, you know, and I do hear from the clients the appreciation for that. So
I think Paige shared a story with us because they had reached out to a lot of people who have done the program or had to be a part of Holiday House in the past. And this person wrote back and said, you know, this year I don't need it. I'm so thankful for the years that I did, but now I'm at a place that I can help. So how can I help someone else?
Right.
And so like, that's really what it's all about, right? Like we're here to get them to get to that point where they don't need us anymore. Exactly. And then they turn it around and start helping others.
Exactly. And I've heard similar stories like that over and over again, you know, where years ago when they were a child, their parents all of a sudden lost both their jobs, and the place was there to help bridge them over. And you know, now they're an adult, the child, and they want to give back. They want to be that hand extended, you know, just like you know, they received an extended hand when they were a child.
So what can the community do now before the event to help you out?
Well, right now we are toy drives. So I think you posted out on social media some of the drop places, you know, that you can, if you're, you know, going into a particular business, you can drop off toys. But you can always drop off toys here at the place.
Where do they take them?
You just drive where you normally drive through to donate to our thrift store. We've got a toy donation shed in the back there as well. So you can just drive around to the back of the thrift store, and they will know where to direct you. There's a big sign that says toy donations. You can just drop them off there.
Okay.
So yeah, there's many ways. You know, if you go to our website, we have links to our Amazon wish list. So if you want to go on to Amazon and choose from items that we've, you know, identified that are you know, key toys that, you know, we need, you can shop online, and those toys will be delivered directly to the place. So it makes it, you know, as easy as you want to. There's suggestions out there. I know we really need to typically focus on sometimes teenagers. So we have some ideas for teenager gifts, And we have ideas for all the children's gifts. So you need ideas, just check out our website.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of opportunities for either shopping and donating. So right now we're in the big push really of toy donations.
Yeah.
We need toys.
Are there anything you mentioned that teenagers are sometimes are most needed, just because when people think toy drives, they think elementary age. So teenagers are always a much needed item. Are there anything, or is there anything that you don't need?
No. What kind of word is that?
You
don't need. No,
we don't need stuffed animals because.
Oh well, that's great because PetSmart. PetSmart is a great partner. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, you're such a good help.
I'm here for.
I know. So PetSmart, we're in off of exit 14. I think it's Marketplace. We are their benefactor of their stuffed animal drive, and we've actually received from them already almost 1,000 stuffed animals.
Wow.
We need about 3,000 to 4,000 of them. So, but PetSmart really comes up, and every week I'm going and just loading up my minivan with bags and bags of stuffed animals.
Sleigh.
Yeah, exactly. I call it Santa Sleigh. It's a burgundy minivan, so it's almost red. Yeah, so it's pretty close. Yeah. So maybe stuffed animals is not necessarily.
Do you need books?
Well, Books Teacher Reuse Exchange. They donate a lot of books, so we're picking them up, as a matter of fact, today.
Nice.
This year's donation. And we've already had about 300 books donated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So, but we do like, wonderful children's books. But yeah, we've got that lined up pretty well also. So if you're looking for items that maybe are not as needed as others, although I hate to use that word, but stuffed animals and books would probably be it. But everything else, we need donations. Yes.
We need donations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about volunteering, we talked about hosting a drive and donating. So we do have sponsors for this event, which we've got a lot of really great sponsors this year. And those dollars will go towards putting this event on and then filling the gaps, where if we have to go out and purchase toys, then we can do that.
Then we can do that. Yes, exactly.
So is there any other way with that, we've got volunteer, we have drives, and we have monetary donations? Anything else the community can do?
Gift cards.
Gift cards?
For teenagers, middle and high schoolers, they will each get a gift card.
Okay.
And so that's what kids love. My kids, at this point, we start to ask them, what would you like for Christmas? And it's always,
just give me a gift card.
Give me a card. Yeah.
And the gift cards.
Cash is kind of king sometimes. Yeah.
The gift cards, we're wanting stores or restaurants, or what are you looking for?
Well, I personally, the Visa cards, those are really great, or stores like Target or Walmart, where they have everything. They have
the clothing
and food, and that becomes a very flexible card, and the teenager can find pretty much anything they want at one of those stores.
Yeah. Amazing. Anything else that we didn't talk about that you want to make sure people know?
No, I think you covered it. It's going to be a great event. I just you can't. We'll try to thank everyone, but we're hosted again at Coming First United Methodist Church. They've been a great partner for the third year, and then Brownsbridge Church partnered with us again for qualifications. So just a big shout out and a thank you to them, and thank you for all the volunteers. We look forward to seeing you guys. It's going to be a great event. I
don't think we said the date. What are the dates for Holiday House?
The dates for Holiday House are December 10th, 11th, 12th, and the 13th. So it's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's an event that's signed up for. So the families are registered for their date and time to come to the Holiday House.
So if the event starts on the 10th, when do you need toys by?
December 5th is our printed deadline for toy donations. Okay. But I'll be flexible, and I will be glad to receive toys on Monday the 8th or Monday the 9th. We'll have toy sorting events going on at the warehouse on the 8th and 9th as well. So if you want to drive by, I would ask if you're donating on the 8th to 9th to bring it directly to our warehouse. Pull around to the back, the gate will be open. So on the 8th and 9th, deliver there. But otherwise, the other donation locations are great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here today,
Yeah.
Sam Henry. So we are really thankful for everyone, for y'all tuning in to watch this one. Also, please do share it and subscribe so you can catch on to the next one, which we will be talking to Paige Whalen, Director of Client Services. So stay tuned for that, and thank you. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you to Sam.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.